Hello friends, welcome to Easy Embryology Cross Anatomy channel. In today's video, we are going to see about branchial apparatus second part and its mesodermal derivatives. In the previous video, we have learned about the first part of the mesodermal derivatives, that is arteries and nerves we have seen. Now we are going to see the mesodermal derivatives of skeletal element and the muscular part. Okay, let us move on to the videos. So totally there are 6 arches are present. So from the 6 arch, how the skeletal element is developed, we have to think. There are 6 mesodermal bars are there. So the central axis of the mesodermal bar is going to form the skeletal elements. It is going to get quantified, and then this quantified is changed into a cartilaginous part, and this cartilaginous part undergoes ossification, intramembranous and intracartilaginous ossification, and this is going to form the bone. The fibrous membrane-like structure is going to form the ligaments. This is the process which occur in the central core of the mesodermal bar. This only going to form the skeletal elements. So how this is going to form, we will see. Okay. So totally there are 6 arches are present. The first arch is called mandibular arch. So this mandibular arch is developed from the Meckel's cartilage. So this has two processes in development. One is the maxillary process and another one is the mandibular process. The maxillary process is going to form the upper lip, upper jaw and the palate. So this palate separates the stomatium into oral cavity and a nasal cavity. This we will see according to the developmental area. In that session, we will see about those maxillary process. So here, in the coming to the mandibular process, it is dorsal part and ventral part is there. So the dorsal part is going to forms a cartilaginous, that is a extension, it going up to the cartilaginous air capsule. So the dorsal part of this forms a two important cartilage, malleus and incus. So these two part are developed from the dorsal part, and then from there it forms the succeeding part of this forms the anterior ligament of malleus, and then the succeeding part forms the sphenomandibular ligament. Finally, the ventral part is going to form the mandible, that is the body of the mandible, that is which extend from the mandibular foramen to the mental foramen. So this is the thing which is developed from the first arch, that is mandibular arch. So in this picture we can see all the mesodermal derivatives in all arches. So first one is the mandibular arch. So this mandibular arch, it is dorsal part and ventral part. So the dorsal part is going to form this one is malleus and incus. And the succeeding part forms the anterior ligament of malleus and the sphenomandibular ligament. Okay. So this is nothing but the fibrous membrane. And this ventral part is going to form the body of the mandible, that is which extend from mandibular foramen to mental foramen. Next one is second arch, that is called a hyoid arch. So this hyoid arch which develops from the Richards cartilage. So this has dorsal part and ventral part. The dorsal part of this forms the stapes, and its succeeding part forms the styloid process of temporal bone, and the succeeding part of fibrous membrane like structure which forms the stylohyoid ligament. Next one is ventral part. Ventral part of this forms the lesser cornu-of-hyoid bone and the upper part of the body of hyoid bone. So here the yellow shaded area and all derivatives of the second arch. Next one is third arch. Third arch has dorsal part and ventral part. Dorsal part will get disappear and the ventral part will forms the greater cornu of hyoid bone and the lower part of the body of hyoid bone. And then next one is fourth arch. So here also the dorsal part and ventral part is present. Dorsal part will get disappear and the ventral part is going to form the lamina of thyroid cartilage. And the next one is fifth arch. The previous videos and all we have discussed the fifth arch will get disappears. And then next one is the sixth arch. The sixth arch, it has dorsal and ventral part. Dorsal part disappears. Ventral part forms the cricoid and arytenoid cartilage. So these are the skeletal elements and its derivative from the central axis of the mesodermal core. Now next one is that is the muscular part derivative from the mesodermal bar. So how this muscular part is going to form? So that we will see in this. So a striated muscular structure which is differentiated over the cartilaginous bar which is formed from the skeletal elements of the mesodermal derivative. So from here the striated muscles is going to surround those area and it forms the muscular structure. This how will happen in the arches we will see. First we will see that is the first arch. So this first arch, previously we have seen the first arch nerve supply is mandibular nerve. So majorly the mandibular nerve, what are the muscle it's supplying, we have to think it out. So the muscles which is supplying is, that is the muscles of mastication. So this mandibular nerve supplies to, so muscles of mastication, so that is temporalis, masseter, then what are the other muscles? Lateral pterygoid and the medial pterygoid are there. So these muscles are derived from the first arch. And there is another muscle which is derived, that is tensor valli palatine and tensor tympani. So this is also developed from the first arch. And then anterior belly of digastric and mylohyoid muscle. So all these muscles are supplied by mandibular nerve. In this all the muscles are migratory except this tensor tympani. So what is this tensor tympani? This stays in that place itself which is attached over the handle of the malleus itself. So to that skeletal element itself it is attached. Whereas the other muscles are migrating from the original place. And then second one is that is second arch. In the second arch, majorly the muscles of facial expression, that is which is developed in the second arch. So this obviously the nerve supply to this region is facial nerve. And from the second arch, other than the facial expression muscles, that is the posterior belly of digastric and then stylohyoid and then this auricular muscle, platysma and epicranius. So these are also some of the muscles derived from the second arch and it is supplied by facial nerve. Next one is the third arch. So from the third arch, the stylopharyngeus muscle is forming. So it is supplied by glossopharyngeal nerve. And fourth arch, so from the fourth arch, it is the muscle which is developed is cricothyroid. So this cricothyroid is supplied by superior laryngeal nerve, which is a branch of the external laryngeal nerve. Next one is fifth arch. So this fifth arch is going to disappear. Sixth arch, that is, it forms the muscles, all the muscles of the larynx except the cricothyroid. So it is supplied by recurrent laryngeal nerve. So while seeing about this mesodermal derivatives, still there is confusion in development of the muscles of soft palate and pharynx. Uh, and then other mesodermal derivatives such as carotid body, it is developed from third arch, and aortic body developed from the fourth arch, and the muscles of the tongue is developed from the first, second, and third arch. So this we will see in the according to the session of the developmental areas. So I think you have understand clearly about this branchial apparatus and its second part. So thank you for this. Thank you for watching this video. So please share and subscribe.